Are magic mushrooms going to be authorized by the VA Health Administration? Maybe. Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Casey Walker. I'm the founder of VA Disability Group, and I'm a former VA disability adjudicator. Today I would like to discuss VA medical care, and specifically psilocybin. That's kind of the magic mushroom for medical purposes. So that's what we're going to discuss is it legal? Will the VA be authorizing medical treatment for psilocybin? We'll have to wait and see, but let's dig right into this. As of today, psilocybin is not recommended for treatment purposes of mental health. However, and it's a big however, the VA is actively studying it. They are working in collaboration with the National Institute of Health in furtherance of this study. And the studies are pointing to favorable findings where psilocybins might be beneficial to veterans suffering from PTSD, depression, and other mental health conditions. Some of these studies are being conducted at VA medical centers, some are being conducted at university medical institutions, and some are being conducted at other federal medical facilities. But the important thing here is that there's a collaboration underway. And the stigma that's historically attached to marijuana hasn't really attached to the psilocybins. And so I foresee the psilocybins being used for medical purposes sooner than later. It's not a Schedule I drug, and the stigma hasn't quite been there to the same extent that we've seen it with marijuana. The difficulty with marijuana, we have a separate video on that, is a lot of people have federal charges and they're criminals because they were caught with marijuana in their possession in the past. You don't really see that so much with psilocybin. And so the ramifications for permitting it aren't as difficult for Congress and federal leaders to overcome. So because of these reasons, I do foresee psilocybin being authorized as a medical treatment in the near future. So I'd want to direct your attention to a few things here. There's a 2023 VA press release, and the title is "To Improve Care for Veterans, VA to Fund Studies on New Therapies for Treating Mental Health Conditions." One of the focus of the studies was the initiative to fund psilocybin research for mental health specifically. So that's within the description of this video, so go ahead and check that out. Another link that you might want to check out is the VA has a National Center for PTSD, and there the title of this link is going to be Psychedelic-Assisted Therapy for PTSD. And yet again, it's another example of the VA trying to study psilocybin and its effects to favorably treat mental health. Another study I would like to bring your attention to it's a VA study, and it's titled Psychedelic Medications for Mental Health and Substance Use Disorders. You're going to see a theme here, but it's another example of the VA studying psilocybins, whether they can be used to treat mental health issues. And then lastly, we have the RAND Corporation, which is kind of a think tank, and they too have done significant studies on the use of psychedelics and psilocybin to treat mental health. And the VA has worked in collaboration with the RAND Corporation and is utilizing some of their materials as well. You can see that link in the description. The takeaway here is I wanted to discuss whether the VA permitted it right now. They don't, not right now, but I think we're on the precipice of such. The fact that I could just reference 4 different studies coming directly from the VA is encouraging. And so with that in mind, one other consideration is the Trump administration, like him or hate him, once his administration takes office, I want to draw your attention to Robert F. Kennedy. Again, I'm not being political here. I'm just going to point out that Robert F. Kennedy has been very pro medical marijuana and psilocybin. And so the likelihood of him directing the Health and Human Services, the likelihood of psilocybin being promoted by this incoming administration is quite high. And I anticipate by the end of the 4-year Trump administration that psilocybin will be legal within the Department of Veteran Affairs, at least a pilot program authorizing treatment of such. But right now there's no authorized treatment. So keep your eyes peeled over the next 4 years. The research is promising. I hope you found this helpful. As of right now, it's not authorized, but it might be in the near future. If you liked the video, like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.